That's Wilmington-real-estate.com. Give you a little look at the beaches post-Florence hurricane here in southeast North Carolina. Mostly I do sell what we call vacation rental properties here on the different beaches. In fact, I may be the only realtor that works from Sunset Beach all the way around and up to Atlantic Beach. So it is very appropriate for me to comment on such a wide variety of beaches. And with vacation rentals, usually they're empty for a lot of the year. They get rented out week by week for people vacationing, and they might pay $3,000 to have the house for the week that's on the second row or oceanfront. And then the owners use them, the North Carolina oceanfront homes, just a couple weeks a year, usually in the off season. So how did the different beaches do? I'm calling this a tale of two beaches, completely devastated versus untouched. The point being is there's a wide discrepancy in how the beaches fared here after the Florence hurricane in North Carolina. Real quick, I consider myself very fortunate in that I just had modest damage in my home, mostly to the roofs and gutters and trees. Although this guest house I have here did have ceiling cave in due to some roof damage. But compared to so many around here, thousands around here, I have nothing to complain about, and I recognize that. We literally have communities that went underwater. These are people perhaps with no flood insurance, and they're very devastated. So it's a sad scene. Now back to the oceanfront homes in Surf City or oceanfront homes in Oak Island. Here I'll just start and work my way through a series of photos. Some towns like Surf City really got hit hard, and what's amazing to me is that even within a town there could be a discrepancy, and I'll get to that in a little bit. Here's Surf City, a picture from one of the news stations here. A lot of the dunes were wiped out and pushed back often into the living rooms of the second row homes for sale in North Carolina, and the streets were completely covered, etc. And here's an example of how, the dunes here used to come out to right there. I'll put a pointer in here about 15 yards further out, and now the dunes is just a drop off here. That's also Surf City. And here's another picture of Surf City. Continuing to work our way through, this is also a picture of Surf City, some oceanfront territory. Now over here at Oak Island, you see flooded streets, but a lot of the oceanfront dune area seems to be in this strip completely untouched. It's no big deal. And look at all these homes. Do you see any damage on these oceanfront homes? No. And this is sort of a captivating photo of a pier at Oak Island that was taken very recently, and it shows you that the pier obviously is in great condition. And then here's Holden Beach, just some flooding in the streets, but if you look at the oceanfront homes, the dunes, it's all still there just fine. I think this one, okay, now we're going to, I sold this home about 8 months ago. This was, here we go, this is pre-Florence, so you have some dunes here, and then after Florence, this was the change to it. The dune was completely pushed back into the street. However, the house fared very well at this area of North Topsail Beach. It's spelled Topsail, but we call it Topsail Beach. And I had friends with homes on South Shore. Well, we're under contract there, 2002 South Shore in Surf City, and that area did very well. Minimal damage to the home, but if you go to North Shore in Surf City, it got really hard, slammed very hard, and a lot of devastation. So I call this a tale of two beaches. The point being, some of the beaches on the south side, Holden Beach, Oak Island, fared very well. I even have I'm supposed to have a picture of Carolina Beach in here. Where did it go? Shoot. This was a home I had sold last year. Let me find it real quick. But the point being, Carolina Beach, where I was staying a couple days right after Florence in a previous owner's vacation rental. She invited me to stay there with the kiddos since we had no power. Its dune was untouched. The house was untouched. Just minimal damage for most of Carolina Beach. So it really depended on the beach you were in, and the worst hit took place in some portions of North Topsail Beach and Surf City and Topsail Beach. Look forward to showing you homes in the future. After a hurricane like this, sometimes there's a good opportunity to buy. And this is not being cold-hearted, opportunistic. This is all about win-win. There are some people who get hit and they have no flood insurance, and they do not have the money to fix their home back up to rent out. It would be a blessing to them for an investor to come in and give them a real amount of money so they can walk away with 300 grand, and the investor can put 50 grand into it and start renting it out again, and everybody wins, okay? So if you're thinking about buying an oceanfront home, this might be the perfect time to buy on any of our beaches, and it could really bless some of the owners there to be able to unload after having had profitable rentals for 5, 10, or even 25 years. It might be just the right time for them to start over and walk away from their investment and a new person to take over the property. Thanks so much and have a great day.